Welcome to Great Life Coaching. Today we're going to discuss change. My friend LT wanted to make an appearance today. He said he was kind of mad at me. Let's discuss why. First, I want to give a thank you to anybody who's liked, subscribed, or even watched the video. I really appreciate that. So the other day, conversation came up, and I was told by somebody who I love very much, actually two people, that I can be very abrupt, almost rude when talking to people. At first, I was a little bit mad because I didn't think I was, but then they gave me some situations where I was. Matter of fact, later on that day, somebody came to our door, and as I was talking to the man at the door, I could hear them in the background saying, "See, I told you, it's how it is." Now, there's a couple ways you could probably deal with this. Number one, you could deny it, or you could say there's a reason for it to be rude, direct, whatever it may be. But the simple fact is, life would go a lot easier if you talk to people with respect. Here's some reasons why I think you should watch what you say and be more respectful. Maybe that person you're talking to is having a terrible day. You don't know what they've been through. Might have been through a divorce, just witnessed a death, just lost their job. Whatever it may be, you might have just pooped on a day that's already been pooped on. And I don't want to be that person. It also has a lot to do with your own attitude. So if you have a hard time expressing yourself positively and you're always mean to people, that's going to affect you long term. So you don't get any pleasure from speaking to people because it makes you angry. But on the flip side, if you actually respectfully speak to people, and no matter what the outcome is, you could feel good that you were not the person that gave them a bad day or whatnot. So thinking about my past, I've worked customer service for several big companies, and it's over the phone. And I can remember, not specific, but I remember having some difficult conversations with customers, and where they would get mad and call me names and whatnot, and I would let it ruin my day. And there was also a time when I was going through marital problems, and those kind of conversations not only ruined my day, it changed my whole attitude for the rest of the day. So it creates stress in your life. And if we know anything about stress, stress in your life is not good, especially in areas that you can control. So you can control a certain amount of your conversation with people. There are times when you might have to be forthcoming or upfront, but other than that, there's no reason to allow people to get into your emotions and have it affect your day. When we do that, we give our power away to other people, and sometimes they recognize that. So I had another person come to my door, and he had a card in his hand. He looked fairly young, and he was just coming by to express that he offers services for trimming the trees. I told him no, thank you, not at this time. And he asked me if he could leave a card. I said, of course. And I said, have a good day. And he walked away with a smile. Little things like that makes me think that maybe other neighbors that he's seen before or after me had probably given him a hard time, and he probably really just hesitated ringing the doorbell. It's difficult to do already, but it becomes more difficult when you have people just being rude for no reason. So let's go back to the subject of change. One thing that I used on myself when answering the door for another person after the conversation I had with my loved ones was CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. When I answered the door, I realized I was about to talk to a stranger, and I actually realized that I was already confrontational. So before I even said anything, in my mind, I took a step back and told myself, this behavior is not becoming of you. This behavior is not who you are. That's kind of a quick CBT on that, which I may talk about in another video. But that's one part of change. Part of change is realizing that you need to change. It's also realizing that you can change. And it's also realizing that it's not going to be a perfect process. Thanks so much for watching my video on change. Thank you for watching Great Life Coaching. I'll see you later.